Hello, welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. Well, apparently there was a fatal crash on the 405 freeway in Huntington Beach that leaves 2 Caltrans workers injured. Well, you know that the word fatal means somebody died. And it was in Huntington Beach, the same Huntington Beach, where they want to keep their beaches open this weekend, even though the governor has said, we're not going to let the beaches open because if we left the beaches open, somebody could get the cootie and die. But wait, the freeways are open and people did die on the freeways. Sadly, that's not a unique thing. And in fact, 2 more people were injured. So are we going to close the 405 freeway in Huntington Beach to make sure that not only are the beaches safe, no, but so are the freeways? Because if the rule is to make sure nobody ever dies again, then I'm afraid those freeways are going to have to go. Anyone in LA can get tested for the cootie at LA, city-run sites. But county sites limit testing to the most vulnerable. Sorry, I just had to insert this to do a little bit of comedy. Anyone in LA, most vulnerable. Anyone in LA County can get tested for the cootie at an LA city-run sites, but the county side is limiting it to the most vulnerable. This is the type of thinking that lets this be possible, but not coming off of lockdown. If you're of the intelligence quotient to say, anybody can do it, but you better be the most vulnerable, then of course you're going to be okay with lockdowns. We can't let people die from the cootie. Why not? You let them die on the freeway in the very same town. And you let 2 workers get hurt in the very same town. Yeah, but we'll test anybody except for we're not going to test anybody. We're only going to test these people. Lovely the way your brains work. The good news is California voters broadly approve of Newsom's state's response to the cootie, and despite economic upheaval, according to the Berkeley poll, keep us on lockdown, please. We don't ever want to be hurt, even if we should happen to drive on the freeway and get killed in the... But don't worry, they weren't going to the beach because that's not legal. And then you have this, which we mentioned in an earlier video. Admit it, you're willing to let people die to keep this shutdown going, aren't you? Yes, apparently they are. Because they're not stopping this. There's not even a hint that they want to close down the freeways in the same town where they've closed the beaches. And even though they said anybody can do it, but no, you really can't. You actually have to be in this group. That they're all for it? Of course. Because they have this warped logic that, admit it, you're willing to let people die to end the shutdown. No. You're willing to let people die to be on the freeway. You're willing to let people get seriously injured while working there. Even with the big old arrow sign that says, turn, and they did not turn. No, that's what you're willing to let happen. You're willing to let people die who can't get a biopsy. You're willing to let everybody die to keep your shutdown. So no. Nobody's talking about closing the freeways. Even though 2 people died. 2 people died. No, sorry, fatal crash. Don't know how many died. But 2 Caltrans workers were injured in the same town where you can't go to the beach because you might spread the cootie and give somebody the deal. Even though the humongous majority of the people that get it are asymptomatic. There is no science in what's happening in these left-leaning states. You want science? Anyone in LA can get tested. But the county's limiting it to the most vulnerable. No, we said anyone. But you said it's only... Wow. That ain't science, people. Science means anyone is anyone. Most vulnerable isn't anywhere close to anyone. You have vulnerable as a identifier, and you have most. Those are 2 additional identifiers. This one has no identifiers. It's everybody. Anyone and everybody are the same people. No. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the future.